Parsay Productions is back. We got round 1, back 13 here at the Twin Town Throwdown 2020 edition. Brought to you by Social CBD, Gotta Go, Gotta Throw, Hammock Gear, and Rubber Bandits. It's Ben Kroll on the mic.
And Derek Sahr, and we have an absolute battle. Look at that, 1 stroke separating this feature card here.
Yeah, and it was a fun front half, so make sure you go check that out if you haven't already. These guys are playing Kaposia Park here for the first round of the Twin Town, and we're entering hole 14. Mitch would be ripping his driver. It's a long, it's actually listed as a par 3, it looks like today, but this is so difficult. I don't know if you can even get all the way to this hole. And that's about as far as you can get. Mitch showing you right there.
Wow.
Just punching a big hyzer, get a good action as well, too.
So impressive. This plays so much on a hyzer that it's hard to get the distance all the way up to that 441 that you see there. And what a great shot out of Mitch. And Castro getting that middle tree. That does get hit quite a bit at this course.
Yeah, but he'll still have a fairway to work with to get up and down. But it's kind of a tight green. There's a few trees on the green. Mitch is in optimal position. He might even have a long jumper from about 100, maybe 80 feet uphill. Chris splitting the 2 trees there, and he's up near Mitch, maybe just a little shorter left.
Wow, yeah, he hit that tiny, skinny gap between the 2 trees that you really just want to miss. And do I see Terry lining up a forehand here?
I do think if you want to get all the way there, that probably does play the best. Something overstable, really flex it and get it turning back at the hole.
Yeah.
Very aggressive, though, for sure.
Very curious to see how this is going to end up. Terry has a great forehand.
I feel like the last few holes, Terry's been getting kind of frustrated. Oh, my gosh. I have never seen that.
Oh, I have only heard stories of T3J hitting that gap and doing that, and we just saw it on coverage.
He might not even have a putt from there because the woods are pretty thick, but I mean, he's only 25 feet from the basket. That was insane on this par. I mean, again, listed as a par 3, but very, very difficult. Jordan still has some work to do, but I think he'll have maybe a long putt at it, save his par.
Yeah, Mitch is in my opinion, the ideal and most common landing zone if you do hit your gap. A very long uphill jump putt.
Ooh. No, that was so close. Just left side, just a little high. Great effort there from Mitch. He's really been turning this round a round.
Yeah, after that slow start, he has now come back, and he's come back firing.
Yes, he has. Chris making a pretty easy up and down there for his 3. Just really all you expect to get on this hole. It's hard to get a deuce. I mean, I don't see it very often, that's for sure. Jordan still in position here, just on the edge of the circle. Yeah, you could kind of tell. Came out early. He knew it right away.
Yeah. It almost seemed like he was sighing before the disc even left his hand. He just knew it just wasn't going to have the gusto to get to the basket.
Yeah, and he's very meticulous. So, I mean, he practices a lot. He knows right away if it's not right, if it doesn't feel right as he's going up. It's all about that preparation. Terry with almost nothing, it looks like, back here.
Yeah, you don't really see a lot of players end up back here because
he's gonna try the Noah backspin putt that we saw on LSO, maybe.
Yeah, he's trying to do anything to at least give it some sort of a bid. As you can tell, he's got a lot of different options and angles and ways to throw the disc to just try to have something. Oh, he might be trying it.
I said maybe only 25 feet from the basket, too.
Ooh.
Great effort, but he's going to have a little bit of a tester coming back.
That went surprisingly straight for that kind of a putt.
How close, like left, right?
It missed the cage.
Yeah, that's tough because that disc falls really hard to the left as it's slowing down. But he kept it pretty straight, pretty long.
Thank you.
Terry high left again. Yes, that spot is still working for you.
And the 3, like you said, feels like a birdie on this hole. 441 playing pretty much all hyzer all the way there, unless you throw the forehand, of course.
So many trees to miss as well.
Yeah, even when it comes up to this green, it really bottlenecks up and has a lot of stuff on the green.
God, so much power on that. Very smooth as well.
Yeah, he looks like he may have practiced that shot only a couple of times and it worked out during the actual round.
Yeah, it's kind of right what we see right there. 3 pars and a bogey. It's pretty normal.
Hole 15, par 3, 377. This is a very difficult shot. You need something that stands up pretty straight, hugging that right side almost the entire way down and hyzering just at the end.
Yeah, most people try and throw like kind of a straight to understable even fairway driver that just flips up to flat but stays hyzering the whole time. It's a very delicate shot. Mitch hyzering a little short there. Maybe a long jumper back at it.
Yeah, and I think Mitch had a great shot. He did exactly what you want to do on this hole. And, sometimes you can hit those trees on the left and get a pretty favorable kick to the basket as well after it's hyzering out.
Yeah, and the fairway's pretty fast as well at hard pan, so it does like to skip a little if you keep it low. Very good looking shot from Chris, but just didn't quite turn enough to get all the way down the fairway, but might still have a long jumper at it from there.
Yeah, he's pretty fortunate to have a kind of a wide open look to the pin from where he is.
Yeah, it looked like he beat most of the cabbage. Just hit one of those early left trees, but I really liked the idea of that. He threw something understable and was really flipping up to flat.
Yeah, this actually shapes a lot like the forehand he just threw. And I know he knows about that shot. And Castro, ideal. That backstop right there, that's such a great shot. Being a bonus par 3 for sure.
Yeah, someone to Terry's shot, but just missed those trees on the left side. And it's hard to stay up on top of the basket like where he skipped from. Very easy to go down that hill a little bit. Chris just laying up on the fast green.
Yeah, I noticed even on the first half coverage, Chris playing kind of smart on some of these greens, not doing anything too much, just taking it easy, knowing where he can attack and knowing where he can't attack is a good plan of attack.
He knows how to play the game. He's been doing this a while now. Pretty easy up and down there from Terry, from where he was.
And Mitch, outside the circle.
He's just been pulling it right, I feel like, on those long jumpers. I know he just missed left on the last one, but that's been kind of the spot, that low right.
And you could hear him say it too. I'm all over it, saying he's all over the basket. He just can't quite get that oomph to get it in.
Yeah, you're trying to make all those tiny adjustments to the round, and you just a little too much of this, a little too much of that. It's really hard to dial it in some days. And Jordan, similar miss to the last one, that kind of low left, just literally it fell out of his hand right away. His timing, I think, is just a little off right now.
And you can tell that it's not very sunny in these woods when Mitch pulls his sunglasses up. It's a telltale sign that there is not a lot of sun peeking through those trees.
And those sunglasses would be flying off my head if I had them on top of my hat. Terry just wants a chance. That hair fly from Chris. Again, really smooth shot that he had on that last one.
Yeah, very common to see a lot of threes on that hole for pro cards.
So we get into hole 16. Very steep ledge to the left, about 30 feet of the tree line there. You just want to keep this thing straight up the hill to the right. And where it gets light up here next to these trees is where the basket is. Mitch going right at it. Just beat that last tree to get parked. That tree can easily be hit, and then you're back 30 feet.
Yeah, Mitch played it to perfection, and it looked like that same purple putter that he was throwing that first round so smoothly, flipping up to flat with ease.
Nope, that was his pink M2 again.
Pink M2. Oh, the pink. Okay, the pink mid-range, not the putter. That is my bad. But he's been doing that, though, flipping it up, standing it up so nicely.
Yeah, he throws that straight shot very well. This is one of those holes where if you hit one of those trees to the left, like Chris just did, especially righty backhand, you could have a chance of kicking down that hill. It is crazy steep over there.
Find it.
Just rolling it over here from Terry, and he has been getting some lucky kicks through the woods. Really been massaging his disc back into the fairway.
Yeah, I think he hugged a tree or two before his round, and it's been working out.
Yeah, he's only got about 20 feet left. Kind of the spot you want to be. I don't think that tree will be in his way much even.
Find it.
This runs that risk we were talking about, but got a little lucky. Terry giving him crap. He's not going to let him down.
Just gotta ask for it,
I'm
man.
just gonna shoot myself, right?
I swear these guys are having fun. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure.
And it looks like Terry is not going to be encumbered with those two trees hanging right by the basket.
Yeah, and see, they've been there a while. All the limbs are chopped off right now. Center putt there from Terry.
And I like that. It adds an element to this hole that, you may have to straddle around them as well.
Yeah, but still lets that nice sunlight in.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see that basket lit up from the tee pad. Yep. Terry just really simple with his putt.
All day.
And we saw Chris conceded the par again. It looked like he didn't really try to give it a run at all from deep. Jordan again sneaking through the trees, getting up here pin height about 22 feet away. Solid. Very confident.
Yeah, it's nice to capitalize when you do get a little bit lucky. It's nice to just go up and capitalize on something like that because you feel like you really got away with one, and you in a sense get a bonus birdie for your round.
Absolutely. 3 of these guys getting it. One of those pro level holes where you just walk up to this hole expecting to get it 90% of the time. Mitch in the action here. One shot off of Terry, tied with Chris.
Yeah, Castro with a birdie, keeping up though, which is good. And hole 17, 244. Nothing too crazy. The green gets very fast though. You see a lot of shots leak left, or as you can hear Mitch saying, sit, 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 sit. These players will sometimes aim about 20 feet, 30 feet before this basket because the green really likes to let discs go.
And that was a comfortable distance there, right at that downed tree limb there. And there's one tree limb that you have to beat that kind of keeps these players throwing it low like Terry just did, but he got really fought up there. Got a little extra flight at the end there.
Yeah, he put a lot of anhyzer on that shot. I'm going to assume it may have been a zone or something, expecting it to come out just a little bit faster.
Here's that low shot, but got a lot of action. That grass typically doesn't catch, it does catch, doesn't allow a ton of skip. And if you get just a little bit further about that circle's edge, that's where it does start to get a little faster. You land at the hole, we got a good chance of skipping about 40, 50 feet long. There's a little bit of a ravine there as well.
Yeah, and just like you said, Ben, he landed right at the basket.
That one last stick there,
Yeah.
otherwise he's going down that hill, and he's got a 100-foot upshot almost.
Terry outside the circle here. Oh, no.
Again, kind of a fast green. It's very deceiving how quick it gets.
Yeah, and he got that ramp off the top of the basket as well, which is extremely unfortunate for him.
The kiss of death.
Yeah.
A little high there from Chris. He'll just be tapping in from about 12 feet for his par. And Terry about, 25 feet here, it looks like.
And in a way, he did get a little lucky that that stick is there because it is a absolute ravine behind him. Like 70 feet downhill. It's crazy.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about it off the tee either. To the left, it gets very downhill, very steep. That's what's fun about this Kaposia course. A lot of elevation changes out here in the woods.
And a great putt from Terry. That's a big sigh of relief for him. That could have been very unfortunate. And Mitch, kind of sneaky coming in here. I'm liking his play right now. Didn't let himself get down after starting off a little slow, and Mitch is playing real hot.
Yeah, it's almost just motivated him even more. Great putt from Jordan there. Another birdie. It's going to be one stroke between these guys again here.
Yeah. This feature card, if this was the final round, what an absolute battle, you know? Like, geez. I feel like we've been having some great coverage of really close rounds. There it is. One stroke.
Yeah, these guys are just killing it. Won't be surprised if we see him on the final round coverage all playing together on top card.
Yeah, with the way that they're all playing, too. Very little mistakes from every single player. Just carting up a lot of birdies.
Yeah, as we get to hole 18, par 3, 278 feet uphill. It plays a lot longer than it actually says. Whoa!
Oh my gosh.
No way. Get out of here, dude.
The ace.
That's my boy Mitch right there. Let's go.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I had a lot of speed. If he doesn't catch the chains or hit a tree, that thing's definitely out of bounds by a lot. The parking lot's about 30 to 40 feet high left of this basket, and it's also long.
Oh my gosh, Mitch. What a
Dead
shot.
Center, dude. Basket caught that very nicely. That's his overstable D1.
Well, you know, to be realistic now, he just took the lead on the card, assuming nobody else aces.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
At one point, he was 4 back of everybody else.
Yeah.
Like seeing that smile there. Yeah, Terry telling him to clear it out. Yeah, and really the play is to land about 10 to 15 feet short on the hill and let you just skip up into the basket. Pretty fast green with how fast of a disc you usually have to throw to get all the way there. I could see a big arm maybe getting a mid-range there, but usually a fairway driver to a driver is what you're looking for.
Yeah, we've played this hole a few times during the Kaposia leagues. This hole is played a little bit differently usually.
Yeah, that's the play from Terry. Got a little high, pushing those tree limbs a little bit. There's so many different variations to this hole is what Derek Sahr is trying to say here. There's a longer tee pad, and there's also another basket as well, too. So I mean, there's 4 different holes that you can play. I would say this might be one of the easier variations, but again, you can land short like Chris Clemons just did there, and it could roll back on a short putt or something, or you could air the putt and possibly go B.
And, you know, with Mitch being on the high horse right now, I do got to shout out something. The dude's been streaming on Twitch as well. Make sure to go check out twitch.com/privy19, and you can tell him that you saw this ace and you heard it from this coverage. He's been streaming on Twitch this winter, and he just made affiliate. So congratulations on your ace, and congratulations on affiliate, and congratulations on taking the lead on the card.
It's my boy right there, dude. He's a gamer in real life and and on the Twitch. Go check him out.
And a lot of tester putts coming up from these guys. Oh, wow. That is what Chris needed.
It's kind of Chris's distance again, that 45 to 50 feet. He just looks so comfortable from there. It's always at chain height.
And you see the lean and everything. Leaning the disc into the basket. It definitely helps. And Terry with the easy tap in. A little bit of a gallery up there.
We see Jason Wilder in the background there, working hard out here. tournament director for the Twin Town Throwdown, and he continues to grow the event bigger and bigger every year. It's pretty cool to watch our Minnesota disc golf scene and people coming in from all over the area here. I know he gets a lot of players coming from different states as well.
Yeah, big thank you to Jason. And there's that golden one.
Let's go.
Orange one, golden. I'll call it the golden one.
My name's Scott Matheson, and I'm a calisthenics athlete. I train with rubber bandits because they improve my strength, my stability, my flexibility, and I can take them anywhere. It's all about training smarter with natural movement. What I love best about rubber bandits is seeing noticeable gains in my physique and my athletic performance. It helped me progress from assisted movements to freestyle flow. Exercise your freedom and join me in the Rubberlution.
Yeah, again, make sure you guys are training in the off season, because if you're not, your competitor is. That is for sure. Rubber Bandits has what you need. Go check them out in the descriptions.
And Mitch getting the box after that ace. And I was. And
yeah, he's had it. He's been killing it here.
Yeah.
It's middle part of the round.
And he just drew metal off the tee again. I know it was kind of on the skip there, but
this is a hard. You can't really get pin. You can't really have it chain height coming into this basket, anyways. These tree limbs kind of keep you from doing that. This is one of the holes that we play a lot. It's a temporary hole. We put it in to add flow to the course. Otherwise, you're gonna have to walk backwards on a hole or walk a long ways to get to the next tee pad. Really good hole, though. It plays so well. Again, that tree line on the right blocks a ravine that's straight downhill from there. And the entire hole plays downhill the whole way, so very fast. Yet these tree limbs do not let you get the disc in the air much.
And there's some danger ending a little too far to the left. You kind of get that bush line, as you can see. It makes it kind of a trickier putt with stuff encumbering your stance and everything.
Yeah, it gets very downhill there, and it kind of goes towards the long tee for the last pin. Great looking shot from Jordan, but that thing has a lot of speed. I really hope that caught, because again, just straight downhill from there. If it didn't.
A very unfortunate skip from Castro, throwing something a little bit overstable, coming out at the end and just kind of flaring up on him, and I don't know if he'll even have a look from back here.
Actually, he got lucky. Another 10, 20 feet, that thing's down the hill. And great looking bid, kept it close, easy tap in for his 3.
Chris to keep a nice little streak going here. He knew it. A little short out of his hand.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough to commit when you see a lot of airspace in the back of the basket.
Yep.
Same thing from Terry. You really saw he didn't go directly at the basket. You really saw him flail that kind of right hand to the side. And not his normal putt.
Mitch, if you look in the first round coverage, he's getting birdies on holes that the rest of the card is taking pars on.
And he's been throwing that pink M2 so well. I mean, probably thrown on half the holes at this point, I bet.
His caddy probably has it easy. He probably just said, leave the rest of my discs at home. I'll just have this pink M2.
Yeah.
By the way, in the background, make sure to check out Mitch's caddy's shirt. It says, I'm Mitch's caddy. It's so awesome.
Great look there at Chris on the concentration from the drive. And Mitch, 2-stroke lead on the card. Fun to watch him come back and really make something this round.
And now we get to these, we like to call them the ravine holes. As you got to see a nice little glimpse of Mitch's caddy's shirt there, Mitch Privette's caddy.
Front and center. And Mitch throwing that PA3. This sidewalk the entire way down is OB on the left side. There's a little creek that kind of runs through here. We usually play that casual just because it's so intermittent on where it is and how much it's flowing at times of the year. So most players are going to be playing to that right side because they do not want to do what Terry's doing here.
And that's out
I'm
of
not
bounds.
100% sure if he gets it from where he went OB or if there's a designated drop zone, but usually the drop zone's about where he went out anyways. It's not really a chance to get up and down for a 3. And even just playing into the hill across the creek is not bad play. You heard him say it, grip lock, and that could be very bad. That could be tougher than the tee shot from over there.
Yeah, it looks like he almost... is going to be throwing behind the tee pad from where he teed off. He'll be teeing off or throwing a little bit behind where he is.
Again, there can be a drop zone, so we'll have to see where these guys are playing these from. And Jordan, an excellent shot, just barely stopping before the for the path.
Goodness.
And it looks like these guys are playing a drop zone because this is about 50 feet further up than even where Terry was, and these guys are getting the benefit of the doubt here because that is a huge bonus to be up here putting for a par. However, neither one of them take advantage, and they're going to be carding bogeys on this very birdieable hole.
And Terry just wanting to clean up, move on to the next hole.
As you can see, this creek is pretty much dried up at this point.
Yeah, and Mitch has the option to play, if his disc is in the creek, from the creek, which it looks like he's doing, or he could play behind it, being a casual water. And no problem.
Yeah, Mitch is looking so good right now. Although we're getting a really tough part of the course.
Yeah, these ravine holes is kind of the spot where it really tests your limits of endurance and shot shaping up and down some hills. And I'm very excited to see how these guys play these next few holes.
Good birdie there from Jordan. He's had a good round going at times, but he's just had a couple bad holes that kept him from really shooting hot right now. But still plenty of golf left to turn it around here at Kaposia. These last few holes, again, very difficult to play.
And that's a lot of trust on that backhand from Castro with that OB on the left-hand side. A bit of a mix-up here.
Mitch, 4 strokes on the card now after 20 holes. That's crazy. As we get into hole 21, this is a par 3 at 346 feet, but this thing is playing 550 to 600. This is more of a par 4. None of these guys are really going to have a chance at it.
It's so extremely uphill. A true testament of a power thrower. There is coverage of Alex Geisinger putting this thing past the basket. And I can't even fathom that. It is such a difficult hole to get to the basket even, and he put it past it.
Yeah, I've seen Aiden Guthrie just absolutely park this hole, but us mere mortals are more 150 to 200 feet short. And you're really just looking for a 3 on this hole.
Yeah, I know. I'm a 3 all day is a bonus for me.
These are the trees you got to beat on the right side, and Terry getting lucky. What is this? He's been hugging way too many trees.
Yeah, whatever he did before this round, he's got to do it before every round. Ooh, and the forehand from Chris. Oh, wow.
I feel like he's got so much power with this forehand, and he actually probably has about 60 feet, but very uphill from there.
What a forehand from Chris. Wow, that is so impressive.
Again, elite level forehand.
Yeah. Oh, and Mitch.
He had the height on it, which is the hardest thing to do there.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah, this is extremely uphill.
Yeah, this is an all or nothing kind of basket. You either want to hit the putt or hit nothing at all. Very easily can roll down 200 to 300 feet on this hole if you hit the wrong thing. Jordan almost pin height over here to the left. This angle's a little deceiving, so not quite pin height, but he has actually a look at this from about 60 feet.
Oh, wow. That is
Good set.
Extremely impressive, though. Even drawing medal for the 2-putt on this is just crazy to me.
Yeah, he's got such deceiving distance. I mean, he really just puts so much spin on the disc. It just keeps gliding, it seems like. Chris, again, legitimate 2-look from about 50 to 60 feet.
Oh, no.
Wow, both of those guys are so fortunate.
I suppose like when you get up here.
Yeah.
Chris asking if he'll pick him up for everybody.
Yeah, I know. That's always a joke I like to make, too, because the tee pad is down the hill, so you have to walk up the hill, then down the hill, and I haven't done it during a PDJ event, but I've definitely played some leagues where I'm like, hey, man, you want to grab me? I'm underneath the basket. I'm 2 feet.
Yeah, pretty much any casual round you play up here, if you're within 5 feet or so on this hole, everyone's going to be. Who's ever furthest out, you get everyone.
Yep. And we talked about this on previous coverage, but whoever had to bring the basket to this location, huge props to them because for their new baskets, because they do have new Prodigy baskets in at this course. We didn't mention during this coverage, but big props to whoever put that basket in.
Yeah, it's doing work. All these guys carding their 3. Pretty normal to see that on that hole by the pro level player here. Hole 22, par 3, 324 feet. Another one that these guys can't really quite reach. You might be able to get like a long jumper at it. A couple of different pin positions on this one as well, but I believe they're using kind of the long position about that area for the next tee pad.
Yeah, you really just want to push something left up this hill as far as you can. Quite a few trees to avoid, and I think Castro, very, very unfortunate route. I think he threw the line perfectly, though.
Yeah, he needed another 5 to 10 feet of height even on that.
Yeah.
But it's tough when you throw the right line and just don't get the result. This is a little early from Terry, but I can sneak up there and I heard him say it hit a tree, but in the shorter position, a little easier to get out of these woods and get up and down. But some really tricky lies here off this tee shot. It's Chris just peering it. Maybe almost going a little too straight. He almost went a little more left action, but he should be in the best position out of these guys from there.
Yeah, Castro looking at a few different options, the forehand, the backhand.
It's got about 80 feet or so to get out of the woods and another 80 feet or more to the hole. And it's all uphill as well. And then the hole plays on a little undulation as well. Difficult green. It's a little left action. That's looking real nice there.
Wow. From where he was, that is almost as good as you could get.
That was great from there.
So amazing out of Jordan Castro.
And tough shot for a forehand from Terry. But they did clean out this left side. Which it looks like he was probably going for. It's just difficult to get that to land on the green without too much action. And Mitch is kind of forced to do something similar here with his putter.
And Mitch does have a pretty solid forehand, but doesn't come out as much as I think it should. Nothing wrong with that. It's still in the range for Mitch.
Yeah, he's got that one fingy like Kale.
Yep.
Heard Jordan say it.
The Kale Mitch one fingy.
How these guys throwing the little forehand putter shots. Great look there from Chris, again in the best position out of the grouping, but nobody was in the right spot, I would say, off the tee.
And Terry likes to play kind of quick when he's having a bad hole. I've noticed he kind of steps up and throws his shot. And this would be to keep Mitch hot.
Yeah, he's got a tester, though. It's about 25 feet. Start to feel a little bit of more wind out here in the open. What pressure? Oh, yeah, definitely some wind out here.
Yeah, this is kind of the last part that you really feel the wind on this course. And Mitch just playing it so easy. Great putt. Good concentration. And Castro hopefully getting a bit of a wind read off of Mitch.
Yeah, again, he made a spectacular upshot to even give himself a chance from where he was. Just frustrated with that effort. Never even had a chance. You heard him there. All that work. And Chris and Mitch getting their par 3. Kind of best case scenario. Almost, I don't want to say impossible to get a 2 because you know what happens, but it's not really going to happen on a consistent basis at all.
The rarity of it, yeah, it's such a uphill shot. It's just as steep as the previous hole going uphill, and
so many trees in the way again as well. It's so difficult.
Mitch with that 5-stroke lead on the card. Everyone else locked up at 5 down.
Yeah, Mitch has really been shooting hot here recently, making it difficult for the rest of the card to catch him when they're having some bumps in the road. Yeah, they're playing a little island hole that's going right over the undulation that the long pin position would have been at for the last hole.
It's not ready, but it's all good.
It looks like Mitch is on the green. It looks like he was a little right. I thought he was going to be a little short as well, too. There's a street that plays the backside of this island that they're throwing to at 234 feet. These guys really want to get this, even though it's an island.
Yeah, and a great shot out of Chris. Castro got the birdie bag pants going on right now.
Yeah, this might be one of those like betting holes as well, where if you bet a certain amount, you can double your money or something like that. And you can see the guy in the background there taking their money. It might have been Luke Wessel even. I don't know. I know he helps out at this event quite a bit. Oh, just perfect there.
Yeah, I don't know if Terry thought it was a little wide out of his hand, but it was perfect.
Yeah, it might be like a zone or something. He's been throwing that disc a lot. All these guys getting inside this mini circle here. I don't think that's the island. It'd be pretty insane if it was. But I think that's for the betting that we were talking about.
Yeah, the double down, yep.
Yeah, if they were betting money at all, the house lost a lot.
Yeah, they're sitting all right if they did bet to try to get their funny money here.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less from these guys. Star birdie, star frame, making this hole look real simple. But again, a lot of wind out here. Baskets within 10 feet even of the road. That's treacherous.
Wow, Ben, that hole played so fast. Like, that was lightning fast. That was maybe like even a minute. That hole just played right there. That was crazy. They all parked it and they all tapped in.
Throw less shots. We'll be able to get out of here a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Let's get some more birdies here. Let's go. Now, hole 24, 428 feet.
This is a new position here. We haven't seen this much yet. This might even be the first appearance even that we're seeing this. You can see the kind of bald spot on the right side just before that pass started. That's where the normal short position is. Looks like Mitch might have went a little too long. I don't really think there's a big advantage going high speed here. I think just throwing to where the short pin is and then throwing up to get your 3 is the shot. I don't know if you can really get to this hole either to get your birdie too. I mean, this is just... There's a couple holes out here that are playing these tough par 3s that are almost on the edge of a par 4.
Yeah, and it looks like all these guys are playing the layup shot of sorts.
But
not
they're all pushing too long though. Like, they're all they're trying to bite off a little more than they need to. Again, another one catches that outside limbs. He's going to make this a very difficult up and down. I think all you need to do, you can see Terry doing it right here. Just try to park the short position. That looked like that zone again we've been seeing him throw a lot of. Right there, he would have aced the short, I think.
Kidding. If that was in the short, I think that was in.
He's the only one in position here. I don't know if these other guys even have a look to get up and down. A very fun green. I like this shot, although, it plays as one of those tweener par 3, par 4s. Mitch, a lot of limbs to deal with. Doesn't throw a ton of forehands. Going with that one fingy D1. He got out of the woods, and he's at that last tree about 35, 40 feet from the basket.
Yeah, and there's no shame in even if he does take a 4 on this hole. I know we're seeing it here as a bogey, but this is a very, very tough par 3. You know, taking a 4 feels almost like a par on this hole.
Yeah, Chris does not have much down there. He's trying to decide what he wants to do. Oh, it looks like he's on his 3rd shot here. Maybe a nasty roll back down the hill.
Yeah, extremely unfortunate for Chris is that early bush or tree hit and not getting much further up the fairway.
Yeah, he's 70 short. I mean, he's going to be staring down a double bogey, it looks like. Again, these guys just got a little too greedy off the tee, and it makes this whole play closer to a par 4 when you do that.
And Castro not in a bad position, actually, with that patent pending. Easy to throw kind of an Anheuser like he's doing.
That is early. Missed those couple early trees. He probably still has about 25, 30 feet left. Yep, Terry, I think he went same disc even through that zone again.
Yeah,
Still talking to himself. I don't know what he's saying, but
yeah, it couldn't have been a better shot. It's quite good.
Chris giving this little half bid. That was directly on the pin, just a little short. Mitch,
Ooh,
God, he's got more like 45, 50 feet, and it's uphill.
his back left tire's out. I think that's going to cost him on this putt.
You think so?
Yeah, I
He'll
think
get
it
that
will.
push off that he wants.
Yep. The wind's going to kind of catch this back left pocket. Oh.
Same strong right side just falls out. Joe, I mean, that's the
Joe.
fastest I've ever seen Joe move over there. Did you see that?
Yeah, Joe is on a dead sprint with Mitch to the basket, but very unfortunate right side spit off that Mach 3.
Yeah, similar distance to Jordan even too. That was a long putt. That's 40, 45 feet, and he just spun it in there. No jump.
Yeah, great save
Wow.
from Mr. Castro there. I noticed Jordan has his finger taped. I'm not sure if that's a normal thing that he does.
I think he just gets a lot of blood blisters throughout the season. He just practices so much.
Yeah.
That just shows how much effort he puts into it. You see him working out a lot too. We've talked about it in past coverage. I mean, he has made a huge body transformation over the last few years, and he continues to work out throughout the entire season of disc golf as well.
Yeah, it is truly inspirational. You can, go back and see what the changes that he's made, and it genuinely inspires. I mean, and it's inspired me to go on a little bit of a journey myself. So
Absolutely.
big props to Jordan Castro there for doing what he's doing.
This offseason is the best time to make those changes in your life to get you in a better position to do well on the course, or even just do better in life. That's what we all want, right? Great look at Jordan there, making a difficult 3. Terry making it look super easy. And Chris, unfortunately, with that double bogey. Scores are getting a little spread out here, it looks like. We'll have to see how they finish.
Yeah, this top card, you're right, spreading out. A lot of switches has been going on too. I think almost all of these guys have led this card at one point, it seems like.
I would say so. And we got hole 25 here, par 4, 510 feet, slightly uphill the entire way. There's a path on the right side that anything on that or over is OB. So these guys just don't want to turn one over. At the same time, there's a tree line on the left side that if you get into that, it makes for a really difficult upshot. And some of the big arms, Aiden Guthrie, Alex Geisinger, can really get there for a putt in this hole. I've even seen a huge forehand get there from those guys.
I was playing a practice round with Taylor Lupton. He actually got a 2 on this hole with a forehand, and I just was like, are you kidding me? And Mitch in a great shot right there.
Yeah, I actually like being just a little left of where Mitch was. Makes for a little easier upshot as a right-hand backhand player, but still should have a really wide open shot. Kind of a quick green as well, so it falls off after the basket to the left. A little short here from Chris, keeping it low. Looks like he even might have went with a slow disc as well.
Yeah, probably going with something he's very confident with, just keeping it straight. And as you can see, it's really all about the upshot in this hole. Plays very favorable to a forehand or a lefty backhand hyzer.
Yeah, this should be pretty easy work from most of this card. They're all in the fairway, looking right up into the green here.
Mitch very concentrated.
It looks like he has a lot of signatures on the bottom of that disc. I wonder what that means. Oh no, it looked a little turned over, but if you're going to miss, you want to miss on that high side, I would say. Only about 20 feet left. Very makeable for his birdie 3. And this is the spot you want to be at as a right-hand backhand player. It's on this easy putter shot up. Jordan, a little short on the jumper there. He's got some work to do. Terry plays really fast, so he probably just missed his little... He probably didn't even stop momentum, just walked up and just threw his disc.
I'm assuming he threw his zone forehand into the hill, parked up. Nice shot, Terry. And now to Castro's putt a little bit right.
Yeah, he has had moments where he looks like he's not going to miss a putt all round, and then he's had a couple just squeak out of his hand, just don't look right. And that is not his fault at all. That was all the basket. That was dead center. And that is not what you want to see when you're not having the greatest round out here.
Talk about insult to injury there. Oh, so unlucky for Castro.
Yeah, keeping it cool, though. Very professional out here.
And Mitch not letting that affect him, because sometimes a spit can affect your putt. You might think about it a little bit more, but always have confidence, whether you see somebody spit or not, that you know you can trust your putt. And Mitch did just that. He stepped up and he putted.
He just saw somebody throw 3 times in front of him as well, too, after he's expecting to go up to the next putt. So he's having to wait a little bit longer as well. So very good job by Mitch to not let it affect him. The rest of these guys tapping in their easy birdies.
Nice little D2 action out of Mitch.
Yeah, it's his bomber. He likes to throw that one for distance.
And Mitch and Terry getting a little bit ahead of Castro and Clemons.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we're going to the last hole of the round, hole 26, 435 feet, listed as a par 3. And I don't know if it technically plays 435 from tee to pin, but the flight you need on your disc, this huge high forehand, you do need that 435 feet of distance for sure. And that was insane.
Wow.
He's probably still 50 feet short, but
He's saying is an OB.
and there is that OB, that flag line that we talked about from hole 3. It parallels this hole. So if you go a little too long, which a lot of times, especially as a backhand player, you're kind of playing the long shot because it's hard to turn it all the way over to the basket. You kind of need it to stall back towards the pin, but that would take a mid-range to do, and you just can't throw that far with a mid, I don't feel like.
Yeah, and a pretty
Mitch,
aggressive
fairway driver,
play.
going very aggressive, like he said. That's OB. It's frustrating. Mitch knows it. It's going in the last hole, and not looking like he's going to get up and down from there, about 120 feet from the basket even still. This is the guy I'd want on this shot here.
Yeah, if I had to pick somebody on the card to put it close, even though Terry put it really close, I think Chris has the best opportunity. And
just barely caught that edge. Gets by that, and it's got a good chance to get close to the pin. I think Jordan's just playing safe. This might even just a mid-range or putter.
Yeah, and I like that play a lot. I kind of do that with a forehand as well. I don't go high. I just throw straight and just play up and down for a pretty easy 3.
Yeah, another one of those holes that pretty much plays as a par 4. Great looking up shot from Jordan. Only about 10 feet left. Mitch does have an outside chance of putting this in, but this is all of 90 to 100 feet. Ooh. Wow, what a good look from Mitch. Giving it a chance.
Yeah, not how Mitch wanted to end, but again, like you said, this hole is very tough to get a 2 on, and so he's only maybe losing a stroke.
Yeah, Terry with the best drive from the card and still had 70 feet, pretty much just laying up from there. Jordan tapping in his 3. Not the best round for him, but he had moments where he was just playing so hot, so smooth. Any one of these guys could have had a hot round, I felt like. A couple hurdles out here at Kaposia, though. This course is a little toothy out here, that's for sure.
It really, really is. I mean, you see the thick woods on the sides, the elevations, and the tight greens all combined to make this beautiful, beautiful course. And a wonderful putt out of Terry.
Absolutely. Again, thank you to our sponsors here, Social CBD, Gotta Go, Gotta Throw, Hammock Gear, and Rubber Bandits. These guys had a match out here, that's for sure. We saw all sorts of ups and downs, so make sure you check out the entire coverage here of the round 1. Mitch shooting hot on the card. He's 10 down. Terry at 7, Jordan and Chris at 5. And these guys are going to be going over to Brookview, kind of a newer course. It's a temp course that's usually only open in the winter. So I can't wait to see what the course looks like this time of year and what kind of variations they have out there.
Yeah, and again, congratulations, Mitch, on your ace, and can't wait to see who we have on the next round coverage.
Yeah, we got it right here. Casey White, Shasta Chris tied at the top at 11 down, Mitch at 10, got Chris Cook, Mario Short at 4, tied at 4th there. And it'd be a fun lead card, that's for sure.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Take it easy, guys.